Welcome, welcome, arriving yoga friends. Great to have you on board. People are starting to stream in. Welcome if you're joining on YouTube Live or the Facebook or the Instagram. It's Sacred Sunday Self-Care Class. I'm joined by my cat, Miss Peeps. She's having a snack, so Sunday's off to a good start. We'll stretch our stomach, so lots of nachos and yummies fit in our belly for later. And we're just getting started. So lay on your back. There's no rush. Take a load off. This class is very much more about being than doing. So let's start to do that. Speaking of bees, everybody who's in the class so far, their name starts with B. So to be and not to be, that's the question. Nice deep breath. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Settle on in. We usually have several people that pull into the parking lot in the first 10 minutes. So welcome if you're just stopping in. If you are on YouTube or Facebook and you haven't been here before, my name is Greg, and my entire intention is that you gain a conscious contact with your very own self. I believe it's an infallible principle that if we touch more of the truth, it will influence and guide and heal our lives in beautiful ways. And just notice that you're breathing. You don't have to make it special or weird or unusual, or just notice that you're breathing. Wiggle your legs out a little bit, let out any residual tension. Swallow once, circle your jaw around, relax the channel between your head and your heart. Good. Welcome if you're just stopping in. Sunday Sacred Self-Care Alliteration class. It's the class where the elite meet to relax from their head down to their feet. About 75 minutes of blissful, ecstatic connection with self, or at least a little peace. We can let go of old patterns that have grown stale and stagnant. We can tune into some new patterns that are interesting, fresh, and lively. And direct your breathing down to your belly button. Make a meditation out of the rise and the fall of your navel stem. And let your complicated, complex, intricate existence reduce down, distill down to the rise and the fall of your belly button as best you can. And the busyness and movement of the mind might still be active, but if we just practice stillness a little bit, we'll get better at it every day. We're not in any hurry. We're all just getting ready to get ready to get ready. My new strategies, I'm just getting ready for my next lifetime. Takes away all the pressure, all the rush. We're going to be at this forever. About 2, 3 more minutes on the back. Welcome if you just came ripping into the parking lot. If you don't like the way I drive to yoga class, get the hell off the sidewalk. You're thinking to yourself as you snap your mat out and wake everybody up, but you guys are muted, so no worries. Now let's do that great sacrament of feeling whatever we're feeling. Breathe what you feel what you breathe. If you're anything like me, and you may or may not be, you perhaps packed away a few feelings from an unusual childhood and they got wedged in your nervous system and your joints. And so our practice now is to catch up with ourselves, let our feelings come to the surface. Then we can mold and shape and morph them into what we like. But first, you got to feel your feels. Listen to your body the way you would a 4-year-old. Not judging, not condemning, not criticizing, just listening to the fascinating story that your body tells right now. All right, now, can you accept exactly the way you feel right now? Can you just say truthfully inside of yourself, I accept exactly who I am and my experience exactly in this moment? And that's the great sacrament of acceptance. If you find that unacceptable, just accept it and you're right on schedule. Good. Take the biggest inhale of the whole year so far. Contain all of your experience to this point with a big, big, big inhale. And a big exhale, release, drain your brain, pull the plug. We're not the contents of our experience. We are experience itself. And so the entire class today is a remembrance of that. Good. Now wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate your favorite feels through your body. Ecstasy, love, joy, bliss, truth, beauty, kindness, harmony, wisdom, tolerance, forgiveness. Just an amalgam, a smorgasbord of extra super feel good rocketing through your veins. I sound like a drug addict, but I do like my good feels. Arms up to the ceiling. Lace up your hands. Push your hands up over your head. Point your toes forward. Writhe around in snow angels of ecstasy. This is nature's tricky way of getting us to stretch once a day. It releases a whopping big load of feel goods. Big goofy grin on your face because we're not taking anything seriously today, independent of the scores of the games. Good. Now draw your knees in, give yourself a hug. Roll around on your back like a happy turtle. See how good you can feel in just minutes a day? And we haven't even come close to where we're going. We ain't even scratched the surface yet. All right, now let's roll up with alacrity. Roll up with alacrity. Hey, if you can hear me, could you raise your arms? Because I've taught thousands of Zoom classes with no volume. And yay! Hello, everybody. What a nice turnout. Welcome to now there are actually billions and billions and billions of people joining on YouTube and Facebook. We've become a worldwide phenomenon this Sunday Sacred Self-Care class. I'm not much, but I'm all I think about. My name is Greg, and I am nobody. I am simply a signpost designed to help you remember who you are. Hands to the heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Isn't it weird that we're not going anywhere? It would be interesting if we could arrive here. Eyes are closed, hands are soft, countenance is calm and peaceful. Catch up with yourself. Can you feel your heartbeat through your breastbone, that beautiful muscle that's faithfully stuck with you through all the heartbreaks you've put it through unnecessarily by becoming overly dependent upon things that you don't really need? Whoops. Doesn't it seem like other people break our hearts? Not true. They never could. They never will. Good. Today's little prayer, invocation, affirmation, intention, God, love, source, being, infinite higher organizing principle, IHOP for short. Remind us, no one breaks our heart. We can expand our heart to any size, and if it gets broken, it's only false dependence on something external to ourselves. Amen. Damn, that's a hard lesson to learn, but that's what you learn when you're in human school. Hands on your knees, big inhale for an Om together. Big inhale. Exhale, relax. Let the plates you're spinning drop. I promise we'll do some stuff. I promise. Lose your mind. Lose your mind. Stop thinking. It's not helping. Stop thinking. Okay, so open your eyes. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move our bodies around in a particular sequence, which I design. Do I plan the sequence in advance? I certainly hope not. I would love to kind of improvise and jazz with you guys a little bit. Seated forward fold, come on down, hands wide, relax your head, move your hair around. You can toggle left to right like a kelp bed off of Monterey if you like. Let's pretend we're the blue lizards from Avatar and get into the tribal feels together. Relax your shoulder blades apart. They're like an old married couple. They have to go to the opposite side of the house on occasion. Otherwise, they're going to kill each other. Relax your shoulder blades. Spread your hands open. Inhale, look forward to your bright future. Exhale, come on down. Now hold perfectly still, no fidgets, no wiggles, no wobbles, no twitches, no itches. If you have an impulse to move, quell it with your breath. Put the fire out with your breathing. This is a great skill. When an impulse comes up, we pause when agitated and quell it with our breath, and then we can make more optimal decisions, actions, behaviors. Have you ever poured fire on gasoline? It's really fun once you scrape your singed hair off of your face. Inhale, come up, yogis. A yogi is a seeker. It's not necessarily somebody from India, although it certainly can be. And outhale out. Now we're going to poof 4 times because nothing's better than poofing with your friends. Up your back, behind your neck. Poof. After a while, you don't need evidence anymore. There's not enough evidence that there's a higher power in this universe. You need poof. If you look strenuously enough for the absence of God in this universe, you will most certainly find it. Poof. And one more. Personally, I love the idea of a higher power who's almost perfectly anonymous and only shows up when you look. Hands at your heart, drop your chin, close your eyes. Now, here's an invitation. Pray for the thing most wanted in your life right now. And that's not for me to say. What is it that's most wanted or needed? Is it a brand new car? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it intimacy? Is it excitement? What is it for you right now? The best prayers are always the ones that are most fresh and genuine and authentic. And then oddly pray from a sense of presence rather than absence. Feel that wonderful quality at least begin to dawn in your heart. I feel intimacy coming. I feel money coming. I feel interest. I feel joy. I feel harmony. I feel forgiveness. I feel solution. And then breathe it. Now it cannot help but come in. You've pulled the strings on the cosmic piñata. Lace your hands. Push up to the sky. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Good. Now left and right. Get any hitches out of your get along. Oh, stretch your stitches. Lean left and right. Something nice about being rocked left and right. Good. Knuckles on your head, knuckleheads. Now turn your radar dish to the right as far as you can and adhere your bottom to the floor. Inhale here. On exhale, push your paws upward. On exhale, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. And this is our opening little twist to the right. Relax your shoulders, chin level, eyes closed. One of the reasons I blah, blah, blah so much is I'm kind of coaxing you out of your mind, live stream of consciousness. Now turn your face all the way to the left, even though your torsos are going to the right. Now you're going every which way, a lot of different directions. You can see life from a lot of angles. Tilt your head to the left. Be unusually happy for no apparent reason. It's so weird to do that. Inhale here. and release. Good job. Let's switch the cross of our walking units. Pull back on your hi, how you doings. This time we'll put one hand on top of the other hand, you decide, and come forward. Now I'd like you to pay attention to the edge of your range of motion. Yours may be way up here. Otherwise, your arms may come all the way down, but it's not about the volume or the quantity. It's about the quality. Relax your head down. Breathe with me. We're all breathing the same air. Isn't that a beautiful thought? We're breathing the air that Buddha breathed and Jesus and well, a bunch of nefarious characters as well. So it's the same air. We translate it into a host of different experiences. Inhale, look forward to your exceedingly bright future. Exhale, come down, hold still. Be still and know that you're, you know, accept this moment exactly the way that it is. Good, beautiful yogis. Come on up. And inhale for an Om. Inhale up. Om loud and proud, bold and strong. Om. Hands on your knees, drop your chin, close your eyes. Now, in a world scripture somewhere, it says, enter into the closet and shut the door and pray to your Father in secret. I could say that in 8 different spiritual languages. It just means go inside. Go inside and aim your soul where you'd like it to go. And your Father, the infinity of the universe, the higher consciousness, will see your aim and reward you openly. Find a translation of your own understanding. Now, on your next inhale, pull your shoulders up because you were anyway, because you've been chronically doing that your whole life. Exhale, drop the rock, release the yoke. My yoke is light and easy to wear. We don't agree with those who say life is a veil of tears. Sometimes we do. All right, you guys, stretch your legs out. Now fan your toes open like 10 suspects in a police lineup. Stretch them open. They all look rather similar. They look guilty, don't they? Stretch them open really wide. Dandasana. Right angle pose. Chest up. Legs firm. Eyes halfway open or halfway closed, depending on whether you're an optimist or a pessimist. If you go back and forth, you could open one eye and close the other, and then close the one eye and open the other without facial expression. Good luck on that. See, it's okay to be weird. Now open your eyes freakishly wide open like, oh my God, there actually are unicorns because you're seeing one. Stretch up, eyes wide open. Flare your nostrils like a person who's flaring their nostrils. Open your toes and open your nose. They're intimately connected, hopefully not aromically. Good, now pause down, feet in, bottoms up, kids. More ecstasy fits in your spine. Lift up, bottoms up, head back. Back bends associate obviously with arching your spine. That associates with ecstasy rocketing up and down your spinal channel. Good, yokes. And come on down. Cross your legs. Now, seek first the kingdom of heaven, but make sure you get enough coffee. That's what I always say. So if you have a beverage nearby, go ahead and wet your whistle, because there's nothing logical about this class on Sunday that I teach. Monday, all the other classes, severely logical. Have a sip. I've noticed in my YouTube analytics, when I have a sip of coffee, viewership goes up by 637%. I'm all into that. Lace your hands and drag your thumbs down your sternocleidomastodons on the side of your neck. Those are the wide muscles that describe the width of your neck. If you go medial of that in, you're going to be on your carotids, and then you'll pass out. So wide on your neck. 6, 7, 8. Good. Now circle your opposable thumbs around. Show these to a dolphin sometimes. They'll be wildly jealous. Other way. Now take these self-same thumbs underneath your jawbone. Relax your face into your hands. Prod around with your thumbs. Dig in underneath your jawbone. Oh, dig in there, too. Now, if your thumbs touch, you just went a little too far. But if you're anything like me, you've made a lifetime out of going too far. So we learn to moderate. I hate moderation. I hate it. But I'm getting used to it. Dig in. Now hold steady pressure. There's a little button in there that pops your head off. If you find it, just pop your head off. Oh, so good. And relax your head down, your hands down. Now, perky head, right fingers, back left corner of your skull. And if you're built like me, you do have a corner of your head. Tilt your head to the right. Now, see this left shoulder? It could be way up here miserably, or it could relax down. Drop your chin forward, relax your head to the right. Close your eyes. Now, the one thing you want to do in this pose is just relax your mouth. When you look in the mirror, do you make a pleasing expression so you like yourself? So make an expression that just doesn't care. If drool runs out of your mouth, yay. We don't need to please people with our faces anymore, you guys. Please people with your pleasing, brilliant, beautiful countenance and demeanor. Wait for it. Wait for it. Something good is coming. Something good is always coming. Fabulous. Now click the head back up. It's usually 3 clicks up for me. Left finger's back right corner. Draw it down. You could yank it down all at once, but that would be a drag. Now, right shoulder lifted up. Oh, that feels awful. Relax your right shoulder. Drop your chin. Tilt, drop, tilt, drop, tilt, drop. Feel this long levitator scapula that runs from the base of the right side of your skull all the way down your back. For most people, that's as tight as a boiled owl, and most people are basically petrified walking around, all crunchy in their body. Now relax your mouth. Make fish mouth, drool if you want. Nothing makes me happier than to get my students drooling. If if you just joined on YouTube and it's like, I wonder if they do down dog in this class. No, they don't. And click your beautiful head back up. Drop your chin, take your pumpkin around 6 times. 1, 2. Today's theme is spending time with your higher self. 4, 5, 6. Other way. Are you a meditator? In every 24-hour period, there are 96 15-minute increments. Is a relationship with your higher power worth 1/96th of your time? If it's not, you know why the relationship is a little estranged. Good. Now relax your head down for 15 seconds. When the mind becomes quiet, presence of being naturally floats to the surface, but who wants to have a quiet mind? There's so many interesting things to think about, to worry about, to extrapolate about. You're a pretty rare critter to show up and devote 75 minutes of your life to your higher self. Shoulders, 1, 2. Now, when I first started doing this with my shoulders, you couldn't even see the movement. And now I've got some pretty juicy shoulders here. They'll move around pretty good. My scapulae were pretty blocked back there. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1. Isn't this the same stuff we did last week? I can't remember. I try not to delve too deeply into the past. You know what happened to Mrs. Lot when she turned around and looked backward? She was a salty character. 6, 7, 8. Good job, you guys. Nice shoulders. Inhale to the top. And then widen out to the side. And show me your wide open hands. Now, side to side like a palm tree. But keep your arms level because it looks kind of cool. And then with your palm fronds, do internal and external rotation. We're just fronds here, going side to side. Hans and fronds, side to side. Oh, extend more. Go a little further so your bun lifts on the opposite side. Oh, look how much further you could go than you thought. Good. Now we're just going to leave our arms sticking out for the rest of class, and then they'll go numb, and then they'll wither, and they'll die. There's a sect of Indians, ancient Indians. They would hold their arms out until one of them died, and that was their oblation, their austerity. That's a little extreme in my opinion, but whatever floats your boat, you get a austerity of your own understanding. Inhale up, yogis. Now, wear a prayer hat. This is your little aluminum foil hat. Keeps the 5G waves out of your brain. Good luck. Close your eyes. Be unusually happy for no apparent reason. You, sitting in your very body, have the equal privilege of any human on the planet to be the happiest, most joyful, most free, most liberated soul, because you have consciousness. No one else has anything that you don't in potential to be the happiest soul on the planet. It's a radical realization, isn't it? I just need a little more money. I need a new relationship. I need a new Suburban, a white one this time, please, God. Hands at your heart. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Say a feeling prayer non-verbally. We're almost ready to get started. Good, yogis. And then face up, face yourself, palms up, and lay them down in front and waddle side to side. Walk your dogs, walk your cats if you're a cat person. Did you see Peeps out here earlier? She doesn't come out here much in the wintertime. She's in the bedroom in the sunbeams. That's the southern side of the house, and cats are heat-seeking missiles, aren't they? Left and right. Good, now lean into both of them at the same time. Drop your chin, close your eyes, make ujjayi breathing, that throaty, whispery, seashell, sexy sound at the back of your throat. Use it to drown out the constant caterwauling of your mind. One of the brilliancies of yoga is it separates us from our mind, the endless thinking. At least we can create some space around it. Find a nice middle ground of sensation. Find what fits your body. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you are today. Good, and hands out. Up, way out. Now stick your arms back. Bring them forward. Brush your kidneys. Push forward with palmar flexion of your wrists. If you don't know what that is, just mimic me. Arms out, circle back. Brush your kidneys. Floss your kidneys once a day. Arms out. Circle back. Go back. Inhale up to the top. Arms out. It's a beautiful movement, isn't it? It's called Bodhaka, synthesized movement of arms. Pull in. Scrape your ribs. Every time you brush your side, you scrape off a little bit of volume. And now pause with your paws at your side. Wrap your thumb in your fist. That's a yoga mudra. It's an energetic bodily signature. Close your eyes. Now aim your eyes up into your third eye. In other words, look slightly inward and upward. Eyes closed. Don't be Three Stooges. You don't have to cross your eyes that hard. Just the slightest little tilt of your eyes inward and upward. Look up into your Ajna chakra. One of these days that will open up and you'll have cosmic vision. Can't be rushed. It comes like a thief in the night. If you're bored in class today, then one of the greatest spiritual practices is learning to deal with boredom. If you're wildly excited in class, then you probably should be a little more bored. Good, you guys. Now relax your paws. Shake well before using. Go side to side like a crazed jellyfish in front of your face. These are all the people in your life right here. People, places, and things always oscillating in front of you saying blah, 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 blah. And they shake you all up. And you can watch all this with perfect peace and equanimity. And now you go the other way. You're not on the merry-go-round anymore. You're in the middle of it, watching the pretty horses bounce up and down. Shake your hands out. Get the hint, Satan. Shake it off. Good. Now, you have exciting gossip for your friends. And what's more exciting than gossiping with your friends, especially about that lady that lives down the street? Fast as you can. Cup your hands at your heart. Ask mercy and forgiveness for God for gossiping. Drop chin. Close your eyes. I'm not giving up everything. I need a little gossip from time to time. Feel your hands buzz. That means a lot of money's coming your way. I love that feeling. Do the bun dance, not the scarcity. Good, kitty cats. Now, sit country style with me for a sec. It's a rather informal way of sitting. Sorry, I got to get the cat food out of the way here. Are you like me? Do you have 9 different cat food stations around your house? Cats love that. Now, inhale up, arms way out. Now, I forgot the name of the mythical character that pushed the pillars down. Push out, push those pillars over. Now, with your legs out wide, flatten your feet on the floor, which I can't because of bone shape. Choose your parents well. Good. Now, internal rotation, arms up your back to your bra strap. Bring the back of your wrists in your armpits. Flap your wings like a chicken. Now, elbows inside your knees. And some people can bring their feet and elbows together. I would snap my wrists if I did that. Drop your chin. This is called egg when you withdraw into your embryo. And just watch your mind. We think our minds, our thinking is linear and makes sense. Good luck with that. One thought, one impression, one memory, one sensation, one after the next, after the next, after the next. Until we can train our brains to calm down and think in a somewhat more coherent fashion, we really are just a ping pong ball in a hurricane. But it's so tedious to train your mind. You have to slow down and pause and breathe. And you could be checking your iPad and for the 43rd millionth time today. Good. Now, feety pies together. Take your chicken wings out. Floof. And massage the middle center bottom of your foot. That's Hridaya, heart-lung center. If you're really pissed off at somebody, you want to wrestle them down to the ground and kill them, just massage the middle center bottom of your feet instead. And then pray for that horrible person that they get everything that you want. And even though you don't even come close to meaning that prayer, even if you say it, it makes a difference. Good. Now push your thumb through your foot. Close your eyes. Be a calm and peaceful soul. The problem is not that people piss us off. The problem is that we're vulnerable and susceptible to being pissed off. That's our part. I hate that part. That's the part I hate. It's so much easier when everybody else is responsible for my misery. It's the best. I am being slightly facetious if you just joined me on YouTube. So what, is this guy crazy? Yeah. Now, wag your kneelets. Wag your knees. You can make a funny noise. Rah, 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 rah. Do you want? Wag them knees. Good. Now, if you got open groins, you could straighten your arms and straighten your spine and rip your undercarriage and drop your chin. If you can't do this, too bad. Can't do everything. It's a very stable position. There's a lot of triangles here. If somebody came to try to push me over, they would not find me the pushover that they used to. Okay, fold your right shin under. Now, I really like this pose because it's really a hybrid. You got internal rotation of this thigh, external here, the knees are bent, you're leveling out your hips, lean back on your external rotation of your hands. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. So you touch your elbows together. You can do it, I can't. Now, just try to touch your elbows together behind your back. Now, that's a challenge. I'm exaggerating. Now, oddly, let your elbows bend backwards. Drop your chin. Close your eyes. Is it backward or backwards, you guys? Do I have any editors out there? Drop your chin. Close your eyes. Elbows bent backwards. Lose your mind. Oh, it's so nice when you lose your mind. Maybe you'll never even find it again. Now, inhale up with alacrity. Lift your bottom. Make more happiness fit inside of you. Arch your spine, chest up, shoulder blades pull together, hair back like a movie star. And come on down. Now, place your paws behind your head. Now, here's a personal question. Can you bring your elbow down to the floor on the right side? If you can't, there's stuff in the way like organs and stuff, intestines. What's on your right side? One of your livers is on the right side. Why God didn't give me two livers is a question. Turn your chest up a little bit, close your eyes, soft hands on the back of your head. Now, this is a hieroglyph. This is a prayer with your body. And this prayer says, I can see life from this angle and find it acceptable. Some people see life more from the right side. Some people see it more from the left side. Are you familiar with that dynamic? Now, of course, you see life from the correct side, and those silly other people are mistaken and foolish, but not everybody can be as smart as we are. Inhale up, push up, stretch up. See how much taller and stretchier and more space you've gotten in your bones since we met just a few minutes ago. Inhale, turn right, and left hand, right hip, right arm behind you. Take a little twisty to the right. Twisting squeezes out old stagnant patterns of perception. Oh, I don't have any stagnant patterns of perception. I'm always fresh, new, and exciting. Turn your face to the left, torsos continue to the right. Relax your right hip down. Accept exactly where life has you right here, right now. Accept, not accept. Okay, kitty cats, come out of that one. Now, a lot of you can just lean flat on your back with nothing behind you. But if you need something behind you, I do. Just lean back onto something that's just the right size. Grab your elbows like a movie star. And if you can't lean back at all, boy, have you found the right class. Just lean back on a couch, lean back on a wall, lean back on your mate, lean back on your dog. Feel how this stretches the front of your body, obvi, right? If you feel your right knee kind of poofing up a little bit, just let it relax down. Good. Now we're going to be in this pose for, say, 45 seconds. And so you get the tincture of time. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's having to wait for things. So we're going to learn patience really slowly here. Breathe from your belly button. Slow your breath down, relax your kidneys. That's where the cortisol gets squeezed out. Now exhale all the air out. Be an empty super tanker for a sec. Good. And then extract yourself out of this predicament, which is a great yogic skill. You can get out of knots more efficiently and effectively. Sometimes it's fun to watch people get out of that pose. It's everybody's got a different way of going about it. Now we're going to counterpose, make fists for yoga, make wrists with your fists. That was almost English. English is my second language and I have no first. Puff up again, counterpose. Lift up. Say to yourself, I fit way more joy inside of myself than I used to, because not very much used to fit, but now I am a super tanker of feel good. And come on down. Yes, you are. Now drag that foot out, the right one, and wing it around. Swing and wing. And does it go the other way? By golly, it does. It's a ball and socket joint. Woo! Fun for no apparent reason. Now take your right elbow under your knee. Now this is called your towel rack. You could put your hand towel over this, but instead take your left arm. Maybe you guys are swimmers and you know a backstroke. Backstroke way around with your left arm. And try it again in case you didn't know what I was talking about. Way up, way out and around behind you and swing it underneath your right ankle. This is an odd position. Then you've got these fingers right here. One pill makes you larger. One pill makes you small. Now scratch your head up because you got all these nerve endings on your scalp, and sure it'd be nice if somebody else will do it, but sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. Scratch your head up. It's an exfoliation sensation. Pull your hair like your little brother or sister used to. Good. Now, take your anterior malleolus, set it over your knee. Now, this pose is called box pose, but more formally called yogasana. And this is the pose. Have any of you ever felt restless, irritable, and discontent? So this is the pose that makes you feel calm, peaceful, and serene because it facilitates the downward pulling energy that is the antidote for restless, irritable, and discontent. You can't always have your head in the clouds. You got to have your ass on the floor and feel rooted and grounded and grow some roots. Good. Now, arms out. I'm going to make this even better because that's what I do. Right forearm on top. See how my hands are slicing out to the sides like broadswords? Relax them. Now, pull your shoulders up. That's called angry beaver. When you pull your shoulders up and you look like an angry beaver. Relax your shoulders, drop your chin, close your eyes, and feel the downward pulling river of energy connect you with the earth, the stability, the groundedness, the rootedness, the connection. Don't think nothing. If you start thinking, stop it. And then you notice, by golly, if I just sit and be quiet, an unusual quality of ecstasy, joy, bliss, and peace bubbles up into my nervous system. It's probably an accident. Good. Now grab your elbows, brings them up. Oh, that feels so good. Your whole body is an erogenous zone, elbows side to side. It's a nice movement, isn't it? If everybody would just do this, I swear if Congress would just do this, the left and the right side, things would be so much better. Good. Now elbows down. Yoga for Congress. I would teach it. Now, grab a block. So did you ever see 2001: A Space Odyssey? This is the black monolith, mine is blue. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and bring your head down to the monolith. What did the monolith represent in 2001: A Space Odyssey? Why did it keep showing up? Relax, create a nice balance between your head and your behind. Now you could roll on your forehead a little bit and roll out those worry marks from worrying about crap all the time. Has worrying ever made anything better? No, worrying is the worst use of our imagination. I heard a fellow say the other night that he's gone from a sense of impending doom to a sense of impending okay, and I like that. Good, now hold perfectly still. Be still and know that you're goo. God is just good without the D, goo. Inhale, come up, yogis. And then arms up. Remember, we're angels in training, so we're always opening up our wings so we can shepherd more friends. Good, now take your thumbnails underneath your big toe metatarsal and prod in provocatively and prickly to the underseam of your big toe metatarsal. Good, now push your thumbnail in until you get sort of a feeling, that kind of excited feel. Ow, ow, you think. Now chant Om with me, loud, bold, and proud. Oh, chant Om louder than I can. Oh, longer. Oh.
It's okay, Lucky. Go lay down. Good girl.
Good job. Now from hither, and bring your right knee up like that. Hook your left elbow around in front. Now churn your tummy around a little bit. Soften your guts. Churn your tummy around the other way. Churn, baby, churn.
Go lay down. Good girl.
2 more churns. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Left arm up. Good, now reach up really high. Touch the face of God. Oh, she's way up there. Brush your face. Now lean back into your right elbow. Lean back. Look how far from my left hip to my left wrist. Really stretching. That's how yoga teachers talk. They have one long vowel movement. They stretch. Now exhale, come forward, elbow outside your knee. Now push your knee more underneath your armpit. This will squeeze out painful patterns of perception and stinky ways of thinking. All right, now left forearm stays up. Maybe you could grab your left knee. I'm going to grab my foot today and turn to the right. Notice all the twisting today. We're twisting and shouting. Now look behind your right shoulder, look behind you, see who's catching up with you. And it's not somebody else, it's you catching up with you. A few years ago, you went driving away from your inner child and you saw them disappear into your rearview mirror with a big sad face. And now you realize, I've got to go back and get her. So you go back and pick up that sad little child and hold her to your breast and say, I'll never leave you again. There was a time in our life where we had to escape, we had to get away from the insanity, but now we have the emotional and psychological architecture to do the deep healing work. You're not ready till you're ready. Inhale here. Exhale. And you just squeezed a lot of junk out. Good job. Now we need to go symmetrical for a moment after a long asymmetrical sequence. Just rub the bottom of your feet. Forgive the people who done you wrong. Betrayal is an essential part of the human experience. No one's immune from that. Some people are immune from healing from it, but no one's immune from it. Now, bring your knees back up. Isn't it oddly true that the people who betrayed us often give us the biggest life lessons that we need? Doesn't that suck? Okay, bring your heels all the way into your bottom. These are all the questions we can ask God when we get there. We can ask all these questions. And what the hell about this? And we'll get a calm and peaceful answer. But you don't have to wait till you die. You can get some answers right now. Drop your chin. Don't wait till you croak. Seek today. Close your eyes. Squeeze yourself into an egg. You're an agnostic. Do you know what a Gnostic is? A Gnostic is one who knows. So be an agnostic. Have you ever studied the Gnostics of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th centuries? I've been studying them a little bit. I'd always heard about them. It's like, who the hell were the Gnostics? And they were some weird, they had some interesting ideas. They really did. If you really study it, it sounds a lot like Scientology. Okay, kids, now when you want something really bad, you pray with your hands and feet. This is where the elite meet to pray with their hands and feet. Clap your feet, yay. Clap your hands like flipper. Good, now we're going to hold this pose for the rest of the class. Everyone will leave. You'll get a giant resentment against me, and then that will give you something to work on. Now, I like this pose. What I don't like is bringing my knees together and then widening my feet. Knees together, feet as wide as you can get them. I've got friends that can do a 90-degree angle in between their shins. I cannot. Now pull your knees all the way into your collarbones. If you like this pose, you've probably just had an epidural and you're numb from the waist down. Good, kids. Now, I can't fold my left shin under. I think I've been talking about that a lot. You guys fold your left shin under. I'm going to fake it. Hands behind your head, right knee out to the side, and then bring your elbow down to the floor. And if you can't, you have room to grow. And isn't that beautiful that we're just never done? We're just getting ready to get ready, to get ready, to get ready. My favorite new life strategy is I'm getting ready for my next lifetime. Takes away all the pressure, all the time, all the impatience. I'm just getting ready for my next lifetime. I can pick which brothers and sisters I want next time. There's one I'm definitely going to pick. She's on the call today. Turn your chest up. Relax, the great words of the great yoga sage Elmer Fudd Ananda. Relax. This allows you to see life from this side. And inhale, come on up. Good. Your left shins are still folded under. I'm faking it. Inhale. Now turn left, turn left, turn left. Right hand, left hip, maybe left ankle if you're a bendy bear. And turn, look around behind you. See who's catching up. It's you back there in your rearview mirror saying, come get me. Watch your breath. It goes in, it goes out. Everything else is narrative. And you're thinking to yourself, you know, I can be happy for no apparent reason. It's the greatest discovery of my entire existence. Being in and of itself is an inexpressible gift, joy. And release out of this. And when you can be happy for no apparent reason, you can be happy for every apparent reason. Now, rocket your hiney upwards. Press down into your left shin to poke your chest up higher. Relax your head back. Exhale, come down, yogis. Now we're going to lay back, and you might need a lot of stuff behind you, or you may need nothing at all if you're bendy human. Now grab your elbows and switch it the weird feeling way and lay or lie back depending on your grammatical accuracy. I've got a lot of learned people in this class, so when I make grammar, when my grammar is not well, I'm sure it's being noticed. We're going to yin this for a few bonus seconds so that you can experience your experience and feel your feels and be your bees and feel your ease or your disease and let it dissolve away through the fiery component of attention. Good. Now stay in the pose. Take the biggest inhale you can in this inhale restricted position. Exhale, empty out the container. And then extract yourself from this predicament, which is a great yogic skill. You can get yourself into a bind and you can get out with minimal catastrophe. Good. Now drag your poor ruined left leg out of there and do-si-do your partner. Take it around. Good. And it's a ball and socket. So take your acetabulum around. Yeah. Good. Now, towel rack, left elbow under. Here's your hand towel right here. Some of you are swimmers, so reach up and look really cool like this. Look really bitchin'. I'm so bitchin'. Good. Now back and woo, windmill it around. Tilted windmills, you guys. What book did that come from? Written in the 16th century. And swing it under and scratch your head up. Pull your hair, scratch your hair, give yourself a good going over. This opens up your clown chakra. Good, you guys. Now take your left anterior malleolus over your knee thingy. I'm a little sketchy on my anatomy terms. Good. Now, I know most of you have never felt restless, irritable, and discontent, but if you have, boy, have you found the right teacher, because if you Google restless, irritable, and discontent, there's a picture of me that pops up. But I'm working on it, you guys. So arms out. Look what a beautiful wingspan you have. It's called a wingspan because these are your wings. Extend out. Now left forearm on top, and your hands are broadswords for a moment. I was alive in the medieval times. I chopped a few heads off, still paying for it now. Relax your hands. Now angry beaver shoulders with beaver teeth. Oh, I'm under so much pressure all the time. Exhale, relax your shoulders. The only pressure you're under is that which you apply to yourself. Chin level, eyes closed. This time, put the tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth and say to yourself, inside of yourself, I am a calm and peaceful soul. I was taught that by a brilliant Indian woman named Prabha. And she said, Greg, just say that you are a calm and peaceful soul 10 million times. And in one of these lifetimes, because you're always getting ready for your next one, it'll come. And I trust her. Be unusually happy for no apparent reason. Good, now grab these self-same elbows. And now it's 1990 and we're going to vogue together. Strike a pose, there's nothing to it. Dietrich and DiMaggio, move those elbows around. I loved the 90s. I don't remember any of them, but I sure loved it. Good, now elbows down. Now take your thumbs again, middle, center, bottom of your foot. Push in there until you get your attention, until you get tension. Deeper. Good, now hold steady pressure. Now we're going to chant Om inside of our heads. Big inhale, keep it inside. We have a trillion things that make us different and unique, and that's wonderful. The one thing we have in common is the primordial sound of Om. We can all meet there and love and tolerate one another in Om. Okay, now whichever size block you want, you may have to build a positive edifice to yourself. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and speed the plow. Down you go. Psalm 46, be still and know that you are. Let tension, anxiety, worry, let it bleed out of your system. Let it bleed out. This is why the heart breaks on occasion. We have to let it bleed. Bleed out the pain. One of these days, our hearts will be so buoyant, resilient, elastic, plastic, and fantastic, we won't need the lesson of broken hearts anymore. On your next inhale, come up, beautiful yogis. Oh my goodness. Wow, I lost track of time, you guys. You know why? Because I mostly live in a timeless state. Lie. Now, we'll do this twist and then we'll do a Shavasana. What do you say? So bring your knee in. Wow, I totally lost track of time. That's so unlike me. Now, wrap your right elbow in front. Now, churn your tongue. Roar, roar. Sound like a manatee. Have you ever heard one? Roar, roar. Other way, it's called Nauli, Nauli. It's gut churning. It's stomach turning fun. If you learn to turn your stomach on your own, then you won't have to let other people do it to you. Now, left hand down. Oh, very stretchy people. Brush the face of God. Hey, God. Lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, back, back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale. Outhale, turn much to your left. Elbow outside your knee, unless it doesn't go. You can grunt during practice if you want. And on this side, well, damn it, I am going to grab my right knee. Left hand behind you. Turn left. Close your eyes. Squeeze out painful patterns of perception. That thing that happened to you in junior high school that you've never been able to let go of because you can't think your way out of it, but you could squeeze it out of your body once and for all. Chin level, eyes closed. Let a power greater than yourself wring you out like a sponge. Maybe an occasional gap in between the endless parade of thoughts. Inhale here, and we'll come out. Okay, now I want to honor your time, so I hope you'll stay for 5 minutes of Shavasana on your back, just letting your body, we just squeeze the sponge, and now the sponge will absorb, and all this Sat Chit Ananda, prana, love, life force, bliss will absorb in. If you just commit to doing absolutely nothing, I'll hold a little space for you. Wigulate your legs a couple of times. Checklist of bliss. Lift up your left and right bottoms. Get any dents out. Left and right shoulder blades. Let's go palms up today for alms for palms. Swallow, gulp. And now you're in. You are in to the bliss. You know me in this Sunday sacred class, it's all about Ishvara Pranidhana, that literally means in Sanskrit, surrender to God. And that doesn't have to be your language. It could just be letting go into the infinite, or dropping into the altogether, or dissolving into the perfection, whatever your language is, but whatever is greater than yourself. Surrender, release, dissolve, let go. This will be the most healing thing we can ever do, of course. It's perfectly natural to let your inner etheric body float out of your physical body and to expand and to expand and to expand. We've left our body thousands and thousands of times. We've left bodies thousands and thousands of times. There's something indestructible, immortal, obviously. Couple more minutes, no rush. You're floating in eternity. There's no time. Good. Now, while you're relaxed and there's a nice blending, a nice commingling of soul and spirit, this is always optional. This is entirely an invitation. There's no coercion, no could there ever be. Invite the universe in, invite God, love, source, spirit, infinite higher organizing principle in. Crack the door open. God is very polite. She'll never barge in, but always respond to invitation. And let wisdom and guidance and inspiration and truth and beauty and love gush through you. Then it can move in and through you. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Drench up years of healing and well-being. You deserve it. Good. Draw your knees in, curl onto your right side. Curl around your inner child and love that one who was somewhat abandoned. Reclaim yourself. It's time. It's high time. Love all over yourself, quirks, foibles, idiosyncrasies that make you the magnificent personality that you are. And then with eyes closed, we'll sit up together, feeling the same inner life force. I love how with our eyes closed, there's a much more tangible feeling of blendedness, connection, still individual, but part of the same schema. Breathe the same air together. Breathe the same love and forgiveness, wisdom and light together. Hands to the heart, head bows. Thanks to the one who brings us all together. All together we say, Namaste. Namaste is Sanskrit for have a nice day. Thanks for coming to another one of my weird affairs. You could share this class with friends. Seriously, could you do me a huge favor? And the link for this is right on the yogafusion.com. You could share it with friends who you think might like this unusual 75 minutes. But I'm glad that you guys come because I could not do it without you. There's football to be watched, but we always finish with a pixelated hi, how you doing? If you'd like to say hi via Zoom, because that's what we do nowadays. I'll go to my FaceTime camera. Woo! And there's my sister, Kate. She's never
Hi.
late. She's great. I love you, Kate. Great to have you on board.
Who
Thanks
are you calling? Oh, I see a Joe Montana sweatshirt there.
Yeah, she's ready for the game. That's B. That's B, my beloved ex-neighbor who I love dearly, and she came to class. Always good to see you, sweetie pie. Who's that dog that came to class today anyway? I have to know.
Her name is Lucky and her parents are in Switzerland and I get her for her parents travel extensively. I get her about 3 months a year for a month at a time.
Wow, her parents are lucky too if they're going to Switzerland. That's all I got to say. Nice to see you, B. Nice to meet Lucky. And then there's Beth Costello, my wise sage friend. Thanks for bringing your beautiful energies to class. I feel them. Then there's Geeta. Geeta, I got your text. I will respond soon to that. We'll figure out a time to drink coffee together. And then who else is here? Who else? Beckstar. Hello. I like the new hair tone, Beckstar. You've got your 49er jacket on today. Excellent. Yay. Show your true colors. Exactly. I'm going to be panicking shortly and freaking out of my mind. Boy, it sure feels good. Do you ever notice losing feels worse than winning feels good? That's when you know you're an addict, when you can't get enough of what you don't really need. But I'm not an addict. I'm fine. And Beckstar, I owe you a meditation. I'm sorry that I forgot. I'm bad in that way, but I hope you'll forgive me and I'll send you something. Okay? You guys have a beautiful day. And no matter what happens, be happy for no apparent reason. And I'll see you guys in 167 hours, and be ridiculously happy for every and no apparent reason. See you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks.